welcome to the channel. My name is Walter Mather and today I'm going to be talking about the Sony A7s III. Stick around till the end of the video where I'm going to share a story about how this camera allowed me to get my best wildlife sequence of 2021. Okay, so let me tell you a little bit about myself and why I think my recommendations of cameras may be valuable to you. I've worked for National Geographic, the Discovery Channel, the Paramount Network, the History Channel, Animal Planet, Netflix. This is not going to be a camera review. This is more of a camera recommendation. I'm going to tell you what I really like about this camera. You can make the decision for yourself, is this camera right for you? It's tiny. Super light. You can throw this in a backpack. You can have it everywhere with you. It's actually one of the things I like the most about this camera is its size. It's so small and so convenient. You can bring it with you just about anywhere and always have a decent camera to get it. You never know where you're going to be and see a great shot that you want to get. If I want to jump out and put it on a small slider and get a quick shot, the screen is really great. And I was wondering how long it was going to take me to bust this screen off, but it's been a year and screen's still intact. And I love the fact that it rotates all the way around. So if you want to use this as a vlog camera, you can see what's going on. Hello everybody and welcome to the channel. I'm Walter Mather and today I'm talking about the A7s Mark III. This is so easy to slap onto a car. I've got one suction mount and a ball head, boom. I'll have a link in the description for this little baby. Hit record and you're good to go. But then your producer says to you, hey Walt, did you get an insert shot of the tire? No, I didn't, but give me 1 second. And then just like that, bam, you got a second shot of the wheel. Then the assistant director is like, hold on a second, before the light dies, do we have a slider shot? Just so happens, right here in the bed of my truck, get it all set up, get it going, shoot your slider shot. Now, the Sony A7s III may be small, but it is certainly a very powerful and capable camera. The fact that this camera can record 4K video at 120 frames a second in slow motion and record it internally to the memory card that goes in the camera. Now, having this kind of slow-mo capabilities in a small form factor camera is beyond valuable. Maybe one of the most valuable things that I have in my kit might be this camera for that exact reason. Not only can this shoot 120 frames in 4K, it lays it down into the internal memory card in 10-bit 422. Now you may be saying to yourself, well, what's 10-bit, what's 422? I hear everybody talking about it, like, do I need it? Like what is it? This camera has the capabilities of recording 1024 different shades of red, 1024 different shades of green, 1024 different shades of red. That is over 1 billion different color combinations that this camera can record. But really what matters is the quality of the color and the quality of the image that you're getting at 422 10-bit. Really the most beneficial things for me when it comes to the 10-bit 422 is the image fidelity and the image quality and the ability to color the image. Now also in regards to color, I want to talk about S-Cinetone. Now S-Cinetone is a new color curve in matrix that Sony first implemented in their FX9. Now this color science is beautiful. The S-Cinetone produces rich, pleasing images straight off the camera. It tends to be lower contrast in brighter scenes, a little bit higher contrast in darker scenes. But really for me, it's a time versus money type thing. Time is money. And the fact that I can shoot awesome images on this camera and take them straight off the camera and put them into use immediately. Like honestly, you could take the cameras shot in S-Cinetone, provided you expose them correctly. You know, and you have good technique, you can take those images straight off the card, put them straight into use. And when you give S-Cinetone a couple of tweaks in DaVinci Resolve, it really sings. All right, so is the Sony A7S III the best camera that you could ever buy? That's a loaded question. The best camera that you can have is the camera that allows you to get the shot that you're after. Is the A7S III a really good camera? Yes. Do I love it? Yes. But now let me tell you where and why this camera was most valuable to me. Last spring, I was out in Western Colorado and I was filming wild horses. In my head, I knew I had to have the horses battling backlit. One morning we wake up and sure enough, the horses are like down by the road and we can see them. And it was the exact, I was basically making a story of two big stallions. And if you watch the battle carefully, really it's about the brown stallion and the white stallion and all the other horses that they're fighting off until eventually the two big dogs in town come together and have this epic battle. And they started working up this drainage away from the road. Now, at the time, I had this is what I was filming on. This setup right here is a Sony FS7 with a Sigma 500 millimeter prime lens. And it probably weighs, I'm guessing, I haven't weighed the system, but I'm guessing it probably weighs 14, 15 pounds, maybe more, maybe closer to 20. But it's big and it's awkward. And if you were to trip with that, that would be a real expensive repair. Now, I started to try to follow these horses and I knew it wasn't happening. And I grabbed this setup right here with a small tripod. We hiked with the horses and we followed them for about, I don't know, 2.5, maybe 3 miles as they were just out wandering through the desert, battling. You know, along the way we were getting shots as the sun was coming up. And it was really awesome. We were moving quick, we were lightweight. I just had this camera and a tripod and that was it. And then eventually, as we started to get closer to the top of this ridge, it happened. If it wasn't for this setup and this camera, there's no way I would have gotten that shot. And for me, that's the best camera. That is the best camera that money can buy, is the camera that allows you to get the shot that's in your mind, that allows you to get the shot that you visualize. And so for me, is this camera worth $3,500? Absolutely. If I were to run this over with my truck tomorrow, I would buy, knock on wood, I don't do that, but if I were, I would buy another one today for sure. I think for the price, the value that you get is tremendous. Thanks again for watching the video. I hope you found it informative. I hope you found some good value in it. If you like this kind of content, want to see more of this type of stuff, please don't forget to subscribe. And if you know anyone else that likes this kind of material, please share it with them. You know, that's why I'm putting these videos together, is to help inform people, help educate people. And we're trying to grow the channel. So if you know of anyone that likes this type of thing, let them know about us. We're gonna have some really cool videos coming out. And then go out there and get wild and stay wild. Oh, that's so cheesy. Get wild, stay wild. All right, fine. I'm so busy telling stories, I didn't talk about the low light capabilities.